At kaugnay sa articles of impeachment laban kay Vice President Sara Duterte na posibleng pagbotohan sa plenaryo ng Kamara sa susunod na linggo, kausapin natin si House Committee on Justice Chairperson at Batangas 2nd District Representative Jervil Luistro. Magandang tanghali at welcome po sa Balitang Hali.
Magandang tanghali, Rafi, at muling pag-imbita dito sa Balitang Hali.
Opo. Tuloy na po ba sa May 11 yung botohan sa plenaryo ng Kamara sa articles of impeachment laban kay VP Sara?
Actually, Rafi, that May 11 is just my recommendation, no? I consider the date when the plenary will be able to transmit the committee report, the resolution, and the articles of impeachment to all the House members, including the complainant and the respondent Vice President. Maalala mo, Rafi, sa kasong Duterte versus House of Representatives, sinabi ng Supreme Court na dapat bigyan ng reasonable period of time ang House members na mabasa at mapag-aralan ang articles of impeachment, including the evidence before the plenary vote, no? So, assuming that today the plenary will be able to transmit these copies to the House members, then we have Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, within which the House members should be able to read and study the articles of impeachment, no? Having said that, on May 11, that is a Monday, this coming Monday, the plenary should be ready to do the plenary vote.
Okay. Inasahan niyo po ba, nasa committee niyo, unanimous yung boto ng 55 miyembro ng committee sa committee report?
Well, somehow I anticipated that kasi yung sinundan nating botohan, that was the determination of probable cause, we got 50 vote, no? So, yes, I somehow anticipated that. So, last time it was 53-0, tapos yung kahapon, 55-0. In fact, tumaas pa siya ng 2 boto.
At gaano po kayo kakumpiyansa na maaabot yung 1/3 o 106 votes ng lahat ng kongresista para maaprubahan itong articles of impeachment?
Because of this 53-0 and 55-0, I am positive that the plenary will approve the committee report, no? However, as to number, I do not want to preempt what number will we be able to get during the plenary vote. But because of the numbers that was yielded in the determination of probable cause as well as the approval of committee report, I think these are sufficient basis for us to believe na it will be approved as well in the plenary.
Reaction niyo po doon sa balitang may mga kongresista na umatras sa kanilang boto kapag dadalhin na sa plenaryo yung impeachment complaint? May listahan pa po raw eh.
I don't know any of the members of the Justice Committee who are intending to withdraw their vote or signature or who indeed withdrew their vote and signature. Wala po tayong alam na ganyan. So, we vehemently deny that allegation as to the withdrawal of vote by the Justice members.
At pwede po bang i-withdraw yung kanilang boto?
Well, I don't think that is possible kasi concluded na ang determination ng probable cause. Concluded na rin ang approval ng committee report. If ever, they can change their mind when we do the plenary vote.
Reaction niyo po sa sinabi ni Senator Amy Marcos na tulad daw sa Kamara ay may pananakot din sa Senado para bumoto laban sa BC at persistent pa rin yung mga nagsasabing may mga nananakot daw po dito sa mga kongresista para pagka nagbotohan na sa plenaryo ay mag-iba yung magiging boto.
Oh, I can speak only for myself and I can stand firm na walang pumausap, walang nakiusap, at walang nanakot sa akin in as far as my function as chair of the Justice Committee is concerned, no? The performance of my constitutional duty, no? So, yung statement ni Senator Amy, I vehemently deny that.
At nasa na po yung hindi nabuksang BIR box? Kasama na rin po ba ito sa dadalhin sa Senado? Kasabay ng committee report sakaling maaprubahan itong impeachment?
I suppose that this will be part of the documents to be transmitted that was transmitted by the Justice Committee to the plenary. Now, but to be specific, dadaan kasi siya ng Bills and Index And then the bills and index should include the committee report in the order of business. Kahapon dapat yun. At kung nabasa kahapon sa plenary, the plenary should have referred it to the rules at dapat kasama din kanina sa agenda ng rules, which is supposed to refer it back to the plenary so the plenary can direct the Secretary General to transmit the copy of the documents to the House members, most especially the articles of impeachment. No? So to your question, nasa ng mahiwagang box? I think this is part of those which were transmitted by the committee to the plenary.
Yan po, abangan natin. Yung reklamo po laban sa inyo ni Attorney Mans Carpio, kaugnay sa pagtalakay sa bank records nila ni VP Sara, natanggap niyo na po ba ito?
Wala pa po tayong natatanggap na subpoena. I heard that this was filed in the office of the City Prosecutor of Quezon City, no? So dapat may preliminary investigation muna yan. So we are anticipating that anytime soon we will be receiving the subpoena and we will definitely the accusation of Attorney Carpio.
Sa ngayon po ba, napag-uusapan na kung sino yung bubuo dun sa panel of prosecutors kung matuloy itong impeachment trial at magkakaroon po ba ng private prosecutors?
Well, talks are informal just among the justice members, no? Because I think if this will be approved, very small time is allotted for the prosecutors to be able to prepare, no? So, ito naman, we do this by way of election. It will be the plenary who will elect the members of the prosecution panel, no? But at least we can anticipate that a number of the justice members will be recommended or considered to be part of the prosecution panel.
Okay, maraming salamat po sa paghahatid nyo ng balita sa amin dito sa Balitang Hali.
Thank you, Rafi, at magandang tanghali po sa lahat ng viewers and followers, most especially to my kababayan from Batangas 2nd District.
Yan po si Representative Jervil Luistro.